No, I'm not going to try to convince you or any other Smash player to quit Smash, but what I will do is talk about the pros and cons to being a Smash player to hopefully answer the question, should you quit Smash? Being a competitive Smash player definitely has its pros and cons, but I don't really see it being discussed enough, so hopefully this video will help you come to a conclusion if you're on the fence about either joining the competitive Smash scene or leaving it. I know there might be some people who wouldn't really understand why anyone would quit Smash, but when you really think about it, there's plenty of justifiable reasons to stop competing in Smash altogether when you really boil it down. So let's answer this question first. Why do people quit Smash? The first reason that pops up in my mind is a lack of motivation, which, when it comes to dedicating a lot of time to any hobby, is one of the biggest factors to take into consideration as to why people would quit doing anything they're passionate about. Let me know if you're in this situation or something similar to what I'm about to describe. You've been playing Smash for a long time now, or at the very least, you've been playing long enough to the point where you feel like you should be getting good results in tournaments, or have had some form of recognition in the community for your skills as a player, but you still haven't reached that point despite your efforts. There's a lot of potential causes for a player to be in this situation, so consider this next part a little advice column. As someone who's been playing Smash for 10 years now, I think I can give a little bit of advice on this. I think one of the most important things to do in this situation is to reassess your goals and your mindset when you're doing this. Are you going to tournaments to try and win, or are you going to tournaments to get better at the game? Are you actively participating in the Smash community for clout, or are you simply passionate about the game? If you're going to tournaments only to try and win, then unless you're already a top player, this mentality is exactly how you stagnate and never improve. I think some people may forget that going to tournaments is supposed to be a fun experience, even if you're serious about having a career in Smash and improving. But what if you're not improving and are frustrated with the lack of progress in your skill or results in tournaments? You may be asking. This is a big reason as to why people give up on doing things. People will often reach a point where they mentally stagnate and don't know how to push their progress any further and will just give up. Excuse me if this gets a little personal, but I think one of the biggest reasons people may stagnate is a lack of confidence. For many people, they've grown up in an environment where they've been told or led to believe that they won't really achieve anything in life, and thus will carry that mentality with them because that's what they've been led to believe their whole life. I understand. I have had this issue myself, and I think the best advice I can give here is that building self-confidence is a long and arduous process that will look totally different for each person. It's something you're going to have to work on basically all of the time. The best thing to do is to work as hard as you can on your goals until the results speak for themselves. I know this probably sounds a little corny, but truly and honestly, if you really believe you can do something, then you can do it. On the other hand, you may also just be playing Smash with the wrong people. To get good, you're gonna have to take some serious ass whoopings. That's honestly one of the best ways to learn. And as unfortunate as it is, playing Smash online is pretty essential to getting better at the game. But if it's possible, get as much offline practice as you can with people that are better than you, aka going to tournaments with the intention of learning, not winning. Let me tell you, it is not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to pour an unfathomable amount of time just playing Smash and grinding. I did compete in Smash for a while, but personally nowadays, I don't think playing Smash is that good of a way to spend my time, since I found other things that I personally just find to be more worth my while, like making these videos, for example. There's also a possibility that you just may not be cut out for competitive Smash, and that's okay. Not everyone is suited to be in a competitive environment in that way. There's still other avenues you can pursue in Smash while still having a career in it. You can be a tournament organizer, you can be a commentator for Smash events, you can be a content creator on Twitch or YouTube, or even some kind of Smash guru on the internet, and people will still give you a pass as long as you're truly passionate about the game and that you care. That's the most important thing in all of this, that you care. In my mind, caring means putting your all into something. If you're not putting your all into your goals, then you don't care about it. Plain and simple. You should only attempt to have a career in Smash if you have a genuine passion about the game. But if you want to have a highly profitable career, then honestly, I would not recommend Smash at all. If you want to make money playing video games, there's plenty of other games you can pour a similar amount of time into and probably get way more reward out of. Games that don't have nearly as big of an audience as Smash will somehow have a bigger prize pool at tournaments because of Nintendo's continued lack of support. That's also a pretty big reason people have a lack of motivation for Smash. It truly is a broke man's profession, and being good at Smash doesn't reward you monetarily enough to warrant the level of effort you put into it, in my opinion. I'll say this one more time though, I'm not discouraging anyone to go to tournaments. If anything, I actually want the player base to grow so the community has more opportunities for success as an esport. If you truly want to enter tournaments and become a top player, I encourage you to do so 100%. You got my support. But again, only if you're passionate about the game. Also, if you're not improving in Smash, then you just may not be working hard enough. The Smash community loves to complain about specific characters and matchups, but I think most of those people simply don't care enough to put in the effort to get better. I fully understand being annoyed or disliking specific things about Smash. It is a very flawed game at the end of the day, so there's plenty of reasons to be upset with the game sometimes. But if you don't like Smash, then just don't play it. If you're not willing to put your nose in the dirt to improve, then there's no use in complaining about things. Smash players are just too soft nowadays. Call me a pretentious pickled peppered prick, whatever, it's the truth. And if you want to talk about being a content creator, streaming Smash might be fun, but unless you're really funny or extremely skilled in other games, then you're not gonna get really far, I think. Not to mention, continually making Smash content for a long time gets really repetitive and boring really fast. This is why tons of top Smash players compete in Smash full time and are also content creators, because they gotta do both things at once just to keep the lights on, since doing either thing alone will not be enough to make a good living off of. Smash audiences are pretty picky when it comes to watching content about other things, so if you try and spread out to doing other things, that audience that began following you for Smash will not care. Now that the final DLC is released and there won't be any more balance patches for the game, the only real way to build up hype as a Smash creator is to participate in Smash tournaments, since that's now the only thing we have going for us. But even the biggest players of the game may not really like Smash like that anymore, but since they're so good at it, they'll continue to play it for the sake of their bottom line, and I can't blame them for that at all. It's really scary to pursue other things when your finances are put at risk, and that's why it's so rare for that to happen in the first place. Let's take some examples. Armada, one of the greatest Smash players to ever exist, dropped competitive Melee despite being arguably at his peak. He just got tired of it and wanted to try doing something new, so he took a risk. Another example, and I'm sorry to use this, but for the sake of this conversation, I think it's kind of relevant. Zero, who was the #1 Smash 4 player for years, someone who was at the very top of competitive Smash, decided to stop competing because it was mentally and physically exhausting having to travel all over the world just to keep being #1. And if you ask me, all that effort is really not worth it. The point here is, I think the big Smash figureheads only stick around because either they're highly passionate about the game or because they're just really good at it. I mean, hey, if you're one of the best Smash players in the world, then making content about something you're good at for extra revenue is a no-brainer, especially if you belong to a big organization who does all the grunt work of making content for you. But again, making content about other games and participating in competitive events for other games is simply more profitable because Smash is a very specific niche, and I think that niche is already kind of filled on YouTube. Of course, there's plenty of things you can do to stand out and be a good content creator, or just being a really good player of a specific character or whatever, but honestly, those types of people are very few far in between, and honestly, I don't think many people are even really that passionate or care about Smash enough to even attempt to put in all that work to be that type of person in Smash, I think. All that being said though, I still do think there are some benefits to sticking with Smash, so let's just talk about that now. I think the main thing you'll get out of participating in Smash is that you'll have a pretty loyal follower base, you know, as long as you're not a shitty person. But then again, even shitty people on the internet have a big following too, so hey, what do I know? Smash fans are just really loyal to the people they like, so you will have a consistent audience that will keep coming back as long as you put in the work for that. And honestly, that's all the positives I can think of. Unless you consider potentially having some form of a relationship with Nintendo as a benefit, then yeah, that's probably it. But again, being in the Smash bubble for a long time will inevitably make it extremely difficult to eventually pop that bubble, so you're fairly restricted to doing other things. Now, don't get me wrong, you can absolutely go do other things and be successful at them. Just be prepared to potentially have a decline in your numbers, because a lot of those people may not care about what you do next since it's not really related to Smash. So yeah, I hope this video helped you come to a proper conclusion or just helped you out in some way, and I don't have really anything else to say, so bye.